This is a HeadGum podcast.
And now, in honor of Super Mario's 40th anniversary, we present a clip from Get Played in 1985.
Hey, y'all play this new game, Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm really enjoying it.
So the game involves moving from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. And so you can walk, but you can also jump.
Yeah, I kind of don't see how it's going to really catch on.
Guys, I'm sorry. You guys hear that TWA airliner has just been hijacked?
Wait, what?
There's 133 people on board.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a hostage situation. I don't know. It's 1985 and this shit's crazy.
That is crazy. Do you think it's so crazy that I should cancel wanting to go to the movies to see The Breakfast Club later?
No. You know what? I'm just gonna turn off the news for a while and try and focus.
Yeah, let's try to focus.
What are you guys talking about? You talking about Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah,
new
Super
game
Mario
where you move
Brothers
from left to right.
for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh, is that the one with the robot?
Well, yes, they have Rob, the robotic operating buddy, but actually not involved in playing the Super Mario Brothers game at all. In fact, what you use is, it's like a joystick, but it's like a little square that you hold. And the buttons you press with your thumb, not your finger.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre.
And you move with a D-pad, which is like a cross that you can press different directions. It's definitely an adjustment, but I'm enjoying it.
I'm sorry, I can't focus. I just heard about the Achille Lauro hijacking. It's a cruise ship.
Oh my God.
A cruise ship's been hijacked.
Jesus.
It's just a cruise ship and a plane. It's 1985.
That's so crazy. Oh, God, guys, real quick, I'm sorry. I hate to take a break real quick. I'm just so thirsty. I got to take a sip of my new Coke.
Boy, that looks good. I got to have one of those.
Ah, man, that's new Coke for you. It's really good.
Drink or stank?
I think it's you know what? I miss the old Coke, but there's no way we're ever getting it back.
We're not getting it back.
I guess it has to be a drink.
Those days are gone forever. Yeah. Just back to the order of the day. Here's what I'll say about Super Mario Bros. Although I guess it's spelled BROS, but I guess it's actually Brothers. Is the way you pronounce it.
Yeah,
Bros. Yeah,
I know. I was so confused by this.
Super Mario Bros.
Because also there's only one of him.
Yeah, so there's Mario. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
There is a second one if you go into two-player mode.
No shit.
So you press the select button on your controller, which again is like a square that you hold, and you can press start to go to two-player mode.
I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw this.
What?
Hulk Hogan and Mr. T just defeated Paul Orndorff and Rowdy Piper.
No. Not Piper.
Yeah, Piper.
No.
He took the fall. It's WrestleMania 1.
WrestleMania?
Yeah, it's WrestleMania 1, which is I assume means there's going to be more WrestleManias.
You're not doing kayfabe, are you?
I'm not.
No, fuck.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Good news that the hostages on that plane all got out of totally safe.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
We Yahoo! And let's go as we celebrate 40 years of Super Mario Brothers this week on Get Played.
Welcome to Get Played, your one-stop show for good games, bad games, and every game in between. It's time to get played. I'm your host, Heather Anne Campbell, along with my fellow host, Tiger Wiger.
That's me, Tiger Wiger, along with our third host, Mr. Games, Matt Apodaca.
Hello, everyone.
Wow. Very effective. We should give some context for, I guess everyone, because we're not primarily a video podcast, though we do release some clips. Matt is currently wearing an Oasis bucket hat and sunglasses as well.
And sunglasses inside.
Yeah, Heather did the sunglasses the other day, and I thought it was really cool, but I did see Oasis when they came here to the Rose Bowl.
Wow.
And I bought the bucket hat This was an after-concert purchase. I had already been in the merch line.
Wow.
My wife and I loved the concert so much that we both bought bucket hats.
Fuck yes. That's incredible.
It was just good stuff, and I figured I'd wear it because, honestly, to honor my friend Heather, but also I was like, I got to get on record that I wore the hat at least once.
Yeah. Pretty exciting.
Pretty good stuff. And you know what? You kind of forget that you're wearing it.
Yeah, it's a good hat.
It's a different type of hat.
Tell you, I don't forget.
No, you don't forget. You're looking right at me.
Yeah.
But you put a bucket.
Really, the only thing I can see.
You put a bucket hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the funny thing, the reason we got two. One did not fit both of us.
Well, you're not going to share a bucket hat.
No. We kind of thought we could get away with getting one.
Yeah, sure.
If they had one that was like magic and fit both of our heads. If
Yeah.
you got a tiny little head, I got
Yeah.
a big one.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? But it kind of feels different than a normal hat. I'm usually a hat wearer, right?
Yeah.
Baseball cap kind of guy.
Right.
Yeah.
You put that hat on, you're sort of just like, okay, well, like I know this is on. This hat's shrouding my whole peripheral vision.
Yeah.
I can see the hat in
Yeah.
in mine eyes.
Yeah.
But after a while, you kind of just get used to it. It's kind of just like part of your head.
It's are people going to look back on this era when baseball hats are so omnipresent and kind of like be like, but I know it's not the same as like back in the 50s, you know, when businessmen all wore hats.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that was like, I feel like the first half of like the American century was just like men by default were wearing hats.
Yeah. Top hat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But these whatever the standard sort of business hat is, I don't know
Fedora?
I guess it's a fedora.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like there was like the
Yeah.
standard businessman look for a while, and those kind of fell out of fashion, I guess, in the 60s.
So do you think that the future is going to have no baseball cap?
Well, I just wonder, will it be the sort of thing, because there's where it's like kind of a curiosity, where there will be an occasional baseball hat in the same way you'll see an occasional fedora in the wild, but like you'd see a picture of a bunch of people all wearing baseball caps now at you know.
At a baseball game, certainly.
I was going to say a baseball game.
Yeah. Good place to wear one.
Yeah, but I don't know, just any sort of crowd shot. I feel like there's a lot of people wearing baseball hats, and that's not always going to be the case.
No,
this won't endure forever.
True. I wonder what the next hat will be.
Who knows? Maybe we're done with hats.
Bucket.
You think it's going to be bucket? I don't know. This is the
Welcome
only one that I have.
Back
Wow.
bucket.
Actually, you're right. You know what? Heather's right, actually. Welcome back, bucket hat.
Rancher producer Shell Chen, do you ever wear a bucket hat?
I own a few bucket hats.
I feel like you're mostly wearing baseball hats.
I like the idea of a bucket hat.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I just don't like it on myself.
Got it. Would you say hat by default? Is that kind of your standard look?
It depends if my hair is washed or not.
Got it.
I had never purchased a luxury good from one of the the big brands, the Burberrys, the Louis Vuitton, the Gucci's.
Mhm.
Never purchased one, but Liam Gallagher wore a Gucci bucket hat,
Wow.
That's pretty good.
and he took a lot of flack for it because he's a man of the people.
Yeah, of course.
So he stopped wearing the Gucci bucket hat. But I was like, I have to go buy my first ever luxury good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I saved up some pocket change, and I went and I purchased the Gucci bucket hat.
Yeah.
There is no time in my life that is appropriate to wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can wear it here.
I can wear it here.
I kind of broke the seal. Anyone can do whatever they want now.
Well, I mean, that seal was long
Okay.
broken
All right.
on this show.
There we go. You're ready for next week.
Nick comes in the Borat singlet.
Heather's char.
The char helmet was the
Oh,
real
that's
seal
right.
breaking. That's right.
What char helmet?
But you're right. You're right. I forgot. Yeah, you're right.
Did Char guest on the show?
No. You know it.
I love Char.
But hey, I know that I'm sort of wearing like a different thing, and I'm kind of putting out maybe a different vibe right now. It's still the same old me.
Yeah, that's what I like about it, Matt, is that I know at its core it's still the same old you. No matter what accent you're speaking with.
That's right.
What?
No matter what
I might try a
apparel you're
different couple
wearing.
other ones later.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to do a change right now. I'm going to take off the sweater because it's getting a little warm, and I'm
Yeah.
going to put on my glasses.
Wow.
Okay.
Should I change something?
What do you got?
I mean, I could put on a sweatshirt, but like Heather said, it's a little warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be kind of insane.
Layer up, why don't you?
Did you have, Matt, as Heather steps out to fetch her spectacles,
Yeah.
had you seen Oasis before?
I had not, no. So this was my first time. Obviously, they'd been away for a long time. They broke up and got back together. But I just appreciate the arc as a brother myself.
Sure.
I guess I've never gotten into any scrapes in that way with my brothers. But I just think they're so funny. So it was nice to see. And honestly, like the show was obviously Heather's such a big fan and talked of it very highly.
Yeah.
And so I knew going in that it was going to be great, but it was honestly like maybe the biggest concert I've ever been to in my life.
Biggest?
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
In terms of like the scope and like
Number of people
the
there?
number of people. Yeah, it was. I mean, 2 nights at the Rose Bowl. What's that? That's. I mean, I don't know. It's
85,000 per night.
85,000. Yeah, it's like it's quite big. But then also just like I don't know if I've been to a show that had such. Stakes is not the right word, but
Vibe.
Yeah, like you go see like a band you like and stuff. They're like promoting an album, and it's like it's great and it's fun, and you get to see your favorite band. But like that was like such like I felt like everybody was all on the same page and just loving it. It was really really cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess my equivalent was seeing The Simpsons live at a Hollywood Bowl.
I did see that. You know what? I actually immediately take back what I said. Got to see a voice actor in real time do a voice he shouldn't do.
He put on a vest to indicate that he was changing characters.
You're right. Okay, and that's honestly, I was confused up until that point.
I'm glad he just put on the vest.
Yeah, I'm glad it started and stopped there.
Yeah. Look, we could talk about concerts all day, but this is a video game podcast.
Is it? I think it's a gift podcast.
All right.
I think maybe we gotta give Nick a little gift.
What?
You have a gift for Nick.
We got a gift for you, Nick, and it's not wrapped because I mean, come on, who cares? But there you go. It's a little gift from the pod to you.
What on earth is this? Okay, open it up. Okay, I'm unboxing this
with relative ease. I would
user's
say.
guide Cyber Tool. Wait a second. Cyber Tool in the sense of this being a Swiss Army knife,
Look at this.
Classic Victorinox. Is that the brand?
Yep.
Wow, look at that. You see the logo on it and everything. This is great.
So
I'm a knife guy now.
It's both a regular knife, but it also has a bevy of computer and glasses specific tools.
Wow.
So that it is not a bunch of shit that you probably would never use. Oh my God, be careful.
I almost just got myself.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The good thing about this is that you'll never struggle to open a box again.
Yeah.
The flip side of it though is that you may accidentally cut off your hand.
Yeah, we saw that when you were unboxing your Minions gift that
Yes.
you're struggling, and we saw you do that the same with the Death Stranding box.
I don't think the listener doesn't know about the Minions gift. We got
That was off pod.
Minion blind boxes.
We did. That was a
three of
lot of
us-
fun.
Me,
you for
Nick,
that.
and Heather all got the same one.
Look at
we
that.
have four-
It's got like a computer screwdriver.
That's pretty
I
cool.
don't know what you call that.
Oh, it's like a hex screwdriver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very nice.
Hey, how about that?
That's
Very
gonna be-
snazzy.
That's really cool.
And you got some different heads it looks like you can swap in here. Oh, how about that? Oh, my goodness. What a gift. Thank you so much. This is so thoughtful.
Look at that.
Well,
Soon we'll have them in our own bodies.
Yeah.
knives?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Thanks for the weapon, everyone. I can just put this in my bag? Is that the thing I can just carry around or am I going to get in trouble?
I also carry a Swiss Army knife
Oh, maybe
at
I
all
should do
times.
this. I'm a knife guy now.
Yeah.
My EDC includes a knife.
Yeah, there you go.
Just remember to take it out of your bag before you get on a plane, or they will take it away from you forever.
Which my
Oh, boy.
grandpa, who has a boot knife at all times, forgets every time he goes somewhere he's not supposed to have one.
A boot knife?
He's a boot knife guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many boot knives has he lost at this point?
More than a handful,
Wow.
certainly. Quite a few. And he's always so mad.
Yeah, I would be.
They're really nice. He's a sicko. He's a sick freak.
It's cool to carry a knife. Everybody should carry a knife. They're handy tools.
I think I should get one.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks so much. This is so thoughtful.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow, how about that?
It would have been funny if the box was hard to open, and then when he got it open,
I did think about
That would've been a
wrapping
fun
it in like duct tape.
Yeah, so if you ever get something like this, now you could open it.
Comic-Con The Cruise is the ultimate vacation for fans of comics, gaming, and popular arts. Popular arts. The popular arts. It's 5 days of nonstop fandom fun, panels, and theme parties while sailing the Caribbean.
Get ready to embark on another unforgettable journey where the world of popular arts comes to life like never before.
Meet and interact with fan favorite celebrities and creators. Enjoy intimate experiences you won't find anywhere else. No convention floor chaos, the stink, the sweat, the wetness.
Well, there's going to be plenty of that because you're going to be on the open seas.
That's true.
It's an immersive community. Artists' alley, panels, workshops, and late-night conversations that feel like the heart of Comic-Con, but more personal.
Also, there's daily cosplay events, gaming lounges, late-night parties, and exclusive panels you can't find on land. Yar!
Yar! Sail round trip from Tampa, Florida to Nassau, Bahamas on Celebrity Constellation, January 30th through February 3rd, 2026.
This 4-day luxury cruise fuses fan-favorite elements of Comic-Con community with unique, interactive, and immersive experiences designed exclusively for fans like you, our listeners.
That's right. It's the ultimate fan adventure. And look, there's a lot of people that fans of our show might also be fans of. Felicia Day, for example, Dominic Monaghan, Billy Boyd, they're from Lord of the Rings. So many folks. So Doug Jones, who doesn't love Doug Jones?
Learn more and see the full 2026 lineup, including host Felicia Day and a star-studded roster of fantasy, sci-fi, and more at comicconthecruise.com/getplayed. Book a new reservation with promo code GETPLAYED to snag $250 off your cabin. Yar!
Has this ever happened to you? You've been traveling abroad, you want to watch one of your comfort shows, or perhaps even a sporting event, and then because you're somewhere else in a different country that doesn't have that, you can't freaking watch it? Well, I got something for you. NordVPN. Protect your private data like bank details, passwords, and online identity. NordVPN can switch your virtual location, allowing you to save money by purchasing flights, hotels, and subscriptions from other countries at a cheaper price. So look, NordVPN can do all sorts of crazy stuff. You can make it think you're somewhere else. You're wherever you are, you're not getting the best deal, switch to somewhere else. They might have a better deal. That's huge. Protecting your data whilst traveling, and yeah, I said whilst, and using public Wi-Fi, NordVPN protects you wherever you are in the world. I have a theory. This is why they haven't been able to apprehend Carmen Sandiego. She's using NordVPN. They'll never find her. The NordVPN threat protection feature protects you from viruses, malicious malware, and phishing sites. Unless that phishing site is basspro.com. No protection required there. It's the fastest VPN in the world. No buffering or lagging while streaming, and stops your ISP bandwidth throttling. ISP bandwidth throttling, a thing of the past with NordVPN. Premium cybersecurity for the price of a cup of coffee per month. Now that's what I'm talking about. One NordVPN account can be used on up to 10 devices. Your phone, your iPad, your mom's iPad, your laptop, maybe even your watch. Who could say? That's not even 10. You surely have some more. Perhaps a proprietary browser on a video game console or something. To get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/getplayed. Our link will also give you 4 extra months of the 2-year plan. By my estimation, that's 28 months. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description box. NordVPN. You heard?
What are we talking about on this video game podcast?
It's not a concert podcast.
Yeah.
And it's not a gift podcast, actually. It is a video game podcast.
It's a video game podcast?
Yeah.
All right.
And the question that we ask on this video game podcast is about some video games we've been playing lately. That question is, what are you playing?
What are you playing? What are you playing? What are you playing? People are always asking each other what they're playing.
That's right.
But have we asked ourselves in this country, what should we be playing?
Oh, interesting.
I posit that to you.
Wow.
Makes you think.
It does. Wait, who wants to go first? You, Matt?
I'll go first.
Matt, what are you playing?
Thanks so much, Resident Evil 4.
You're welcome.
Look, Silk Song's out. What else am I supposed to be doing? Right?
Yeah.
I'm playing Silk Song.
You don't need
Yes.
to do anything.
Hollow Knight Silk Song. And
As someone who recently finished Hollow Knight, as I'm sure, as I know you
Yes.
mentioned on the podcast.
yes, that's right. Recently finished Hollow Knight. People are upset about my percentage completion,
Fuck 'em.
but credits is credits, baby. I'll get back to it at some point. But I'm playing Silk Song, and I just have to report that I beat 2 bosses pre-patch, and that's just I just have to say it.
Ooh.
I have to say it, don't I? I beat Morwing, and I beat what's she called her ranch? The sister
Splinter.
Sister Splinter.
Didn't this happen to you also with Elden Ring? Didn't you beat a boss pre-patch?
Sounds like me.
Sister Splinter sounds like they made Ninja Turtles woke.
Nick, that's good shit. That's good.
I even smiled at that.
But yeah, they announced that they're putting out a patch. I think by the end of this week at some point, or beginning of next week, that they're gonna decrease the difficulty of some of the early game bosses, at least some of the Act 1 bosses. And I just had those 2 were specifically mentioned, and I just had to just get in there and say that I beat them pre-patch.
I will say, that the Silksong developers obviously worked on that for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who has worked in development on bad games, to mediocre games, but had worked on games, I will say you experience that ratchet effect of difficulty in development just because you're replaying the same thing over and over and over again. And even if you have play testers, that feedback will sometimes come that it's just like you have to be really, really hyper conscious of what is a first-time player experiencing.
Right.
So I understand how something like that can happen, especially if you spend a lot of time with it. It's similar to the sort of thing that I think happens with, sometimes you hear about with when they're filming comedies that, and I've certainly witnessed this, where you have a good script, but they start to do improv on set because they're just like, well, we know these jokes. And then something new that's coming up is like, that's like, we like that because it's new, but it's maybe not any better than what you've already established. It's just that's not surprising to you. It's kind of hard to trust yourself at a certain point.
Right. But then also, like, this game, obviously it was in development for so long, and it was originally intended as DLC.
Right, yeah,
so you would
that's gonna be part of
imagine
it too.
that the difficulty at the beginning of this game would have been more toward the end of the last game, right? So you would have been more primed for that. But
I just like, it's kind of interesting. I haven't played Silksong, but it's interesting to see the discourse about game difficulty that for the first time does not seem like get good toxic. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's always the case. And for whatever reason, for this one, people are able to have a slightly nuanced, like, maybe this is not quite balanced, or arguing the other side, but like something other than just saying that anyone who's has an issue with it is unskilled.
I do think people are being big babies, because I've just seen a lot of the, like, I do think I think it is admittedly degrees harder than Hollow Knight, having just finished it myself, right? Because like some of these enemies are. They have really fast attacks, so like sometimes you're losing like 2 damage immediately. You only have 5 or 6 to start, I think, or something. So you're losing like half your life instantly, like with like basically like one hit, and so you're then kind of scrambling. But then you do get these other abilities that, like, I don't know, you get them kind of quickly that then make things a little bit easier too. So like it's just about like just relearning how to like play this game like at a slightly more elevated way, because like even Hornet, we talked about this last week, Hornet's down slash that you can use to like pogo on things is diagonal, so you have to like learn where to position yourself. But also if you're like on the thing, like let's say it's like this like floating rose or something, and that's the thing that you're pogoing off of, if you're on that like exactly, it doesn't matter where you land as long as you hit it as you're like hitting the rose, basically. It still works.
Wow.
So like you have to just really like learn how to like finesse like what you're trying to do. But I'm really enjoying, the world is so much different so much more. It's different than Hollow Knight, and like it's a little more interesting. And there's an act structure, and there's quests and stuff. And I'm just really, really enjoying the very obvious 7 years of work that like went into it. It's not just like here's more of it. It's like this is like elevated Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
It's like it's I'm just really, really appreciating it. Ranch, how are you enjoying it so far?
I think I'm past the 20-hour
Whoa.
mark
Wow.
now.
Wow.
Incredible game. So happy to have this like world expanded, and I think I've unlocked like the wall climbing, and finally feel like I think there was like a part where I was like very stuck until finally I got that ability, and now I feel like I'm unstoppable.
I'm at the Widow right now. I don't know if that.
Oh yeah, I have not beaten her.
No, she's tough.
Yeah,
she's really tough. But I'm gonna maybe go back to some areas now that I have the wall jump and see what kind of nooks and crannies I can find, because that's the thing that I'm doing is I'm smacking everything, and I'm just trying to go everywhere that I can to see what I can find. But
that's the game to me. It's just like
just
hitting
like
everything and finding the secret passageways.
I said last week, or maybe in previous weeks, that Death Stranding was going to be tough to beat for Game of the Year.
Uh-oh.
And I kind of am like, this is just like such an incredibly designed game that it's just unbelievable. It's like an easy Game of the Year contender.
It's been a great year for games.
Yeah.
Like, I know that neither of you played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but that was a phenomenal, huge game this year.
Yeah,
and
Expedition 33 people loved as well.
Yeah, Expo 33, Stranding, Silk Song, lots of great.
Bonanza. Oh, banana.
Oh, banana.
That's right. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm playing Silk Song. I'll be, people are finishing it, which is crazy to me.
People
it always happens.
Yeah. I just am like, that's like, it's very impressive. It's just, it's extremely cool. But I wish, I'm not even out of Act 1 yet, but I'm enjoying all the stuff. There's like some weird, like these pilgrims that have rosary beads, and that's like one of the main currencies in the game. You gotta take them down so you can get rosary beads, and those are scarce. And then the things that you use the things that you buy with them cost a lot of money, or cost a lot of beads. So then when you don't have them, it's so frustrating. But I can't wait to know what's going on, or what the lore reason is that they have rosary beads. It's extremely good stuff. I'm loving it.
It's funny because like there were definitely been times in my life when I'm thinking when I was younger and when I was single and unemployed, or just during the summer, and just having like Final Fantasy VIII was one of those games that like I beat in like 1 week. It was like insane how quickly I blazed through that game just because I was like not doing anything else. Yeah, I was just putting like 10 hours into the game every day because school hadn't started yet.
And like the thought of doing that now sounds great. It sounds amazing, but then also just like the way I feel like my body has changed since I've gotten older. Like that would just be an absolute disaster to me. My hands have been getting sweaty playing Silk Song. That doesn't happen to me.
Right.
So I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I know. Sounds like paradise.
But that's what I've been playing. Silk Song, baby.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow. Heather, what are you playing?
Well, I'm back on Persona 5.
Wow.
I switched to I don't like how it upreses the game. It looks like watery bullshit, but I love the game and I will continue forward towards beating it. But the truth is, I did beat a game this week.
That's right.
I beat Virtual Boy Wario Land.
Wow.
Now,
you think you're the
Nick,
first person in history to do it?
No, not at all. It's a short game. Nick, I brought this with me so that you could see how pleasurable it is on the 3DS.
Yes.
Because it is a totally different and extremely kind experience when you play it on the 3DS instead of the Virtual Boy. So this game that I actually own for the Virtual Boy, but I've never really gotten to sink my teeth into. I found myself this weekend. I was sick. I stayed in bed and had that new 3DS, and I played Wario Land whenever I was awake, and beat the game It is only a 2-hour and change game, but there are apparently 8 endings to it because there's a ton of secrets. The game was here. I'm going to pull up some info on it because after I finished playing it, I was like, why was this game so good? Like, it's a Virtual Boy game. Who the fuck? Like, what happened? But the truth is that it is a Nintendo R&D 1 developed game. That's their primary. That's the Metroid team, the Zelda team, the Mario team. This was the flagship title for the Virtual Boy, and it really shows. It is really, really fun and really pleasant, and it's dense. There's like lots of secrets in it, and there's a lot of like foreground and background movement that you can do. Like you can, you'll be playing in the foreground and you'll see the secret rooms in the background,
right?
Like 2-dimensional planes that are scrolling by in 3D. And you have to figure out how to get to those zones. When you go to those zones that are in the background, the screen does not transition to make that the foreground. You stay in the background. So you're tiny and you're running around doing shit in like caves in the background, and you're tiny. And the foreground is parallax scrolling over that plane. So you'll get lost in behind monsters or behind stuff that is in your primary plane of playing.
Yeah, I just experienced, like, I'm playing as Heather is talking. I just experienced that right now. I just got a sent to the back plane, and I think you can see this here.
Yeah.
It is a cool effect, and this is one of those things where the 3DS's, kind of magical built-in 3D qualities are really displaying their power.
Yeah.
It was co-directed by Hiroji Kiyotake and produced by Gunpei Yokoi. Yokoi is, of course, the guy who created the Game Boy. This was like his baby, was the Virtual Boy. What's fascinating about the title as you're playing it, though, is that there is an automatic pause built into the game. Every 15 minutes, the game asks you to take a break. And it makes me wonder, at what point in the development process of the Virtual Boy did they know that they had a problem? Because the system was not marketed as. Also, again, if you're joining us for the first time, what is the Virtual Boy? You weren't born. You're 25 years old and you were born in the year 2000. You don't know what the fuck a Virtual Boy is. Virtual Boy is a tabletop system that looks like a pair of goggles that the Nintendo released that was only on the shelves for 8 months. You have to sit at a table and look into the goggles in order to play the machine. And it was causing headaches, some seizures, and the system was released with built-in timers that would ask you to take a break. You gonna pay me for it?
No. I was trying to surreptitiously get chapstick out of my bag.
Oh, okay.
It didn't work.
Matt just got out his wallet.
I just kind of figured out, I just figured how much noise could I make while I'm trying to do something sneaky.
But the system was a disaster. There were only 22 games released for it. And I'd always hoped that somebody would make an emulator for it for the 3DS. And sure enough, they did. And so sure enough, I had to leap on that grenade. But I wonder if there was an internal conversation that was like, we should sell this as a toy instead of a video game machine. Like, you play with a Viewmaster for 15 minutes. It's a toy that you can pick up and play with for 15 minutes, and then you put down and you play, you show it to your friends, you play it another time. Because the idea of anybody playing a video game for only 15 minutes is crazy.
Right.
That's not any length of time to be playing a video game. Like, you don't sit down and play Mario for 15 minutes. So
no.
The fact that they had to release these games with these built-in timers means there was internal understanding that the Virtual Boy hurt people before they put it on shelves. Anyway, I also looked at the scores for this game. Staggeringly low. 5 out of 10. Like, people dragged this game, and a lot of it was because of the system and the timers and the fact that it's only about 2 hours and change long. People were like, why? I'm paying full price
Right.
for a Virtual Boy, which I think was $300 or $400.
Jesus Christ.
I should look that up while I'm looking it up. Let's see. The Virtual Boy.
$300 to like hurt your neck and make you want to throw up.
Yeah,
Oh.
because that's the thing. It's so the experience of playing it is so nauseating.
It was $179, which is equivalent to $370 in 2024.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a lot.
Nintendo puts out this peripheral. It's like, okay, so it's like a hammer, and you're playing a game, and you just like hammer your dick and balls while you play it.
I do think it's interesting that Shigeru Miyamoto had minimal input on the Virtual Boy. This was all a different division, and I imagine him looking at it and being like, "I'm not gonna work on that thing. Are you insane? It looks like War of the Worlds."
I mean, I don't know the actual how his involvement in the Game Boy, but I know that was so much Gunpei Yokoi's brainchild that I could see Nintendo just sort of implicitly trusting him of just like, well, this is the guy who made the Game Boy, the most successful, at the time for many years, the most successful video game, machine of all time, piece of hardware of all time, and. Why wouldn't we just say like, oh, this guy knows what the future of gaming is going to be. Let's let him go nuts.
I like this this paragraph in the Wikipedia about the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy was panned by critics and was a commercial failure, even after repeated price drops. Its failure has been attributed to its high retail price, unappealing red and black display, unimpressive stereoscopic effect, poor ergonomics, lack of portability, and reports of adverse health effects such as headaches, dizziness, eye strain. It is a notable outlier in Nintendo's hardware history, being by far the company's lowest selling standalone console with just, make a guess. How many Virtual Boys were sold?
16.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to guess 70,000.
That's really low.
Well, I'm guessing low.
Yeah, okay.
It's six figures?
70,000 the world over?
I don't know. I mean, if this thing was a true bomb.
I'm going to guess it's not more than 200,000.
It was internationally 770,000.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still bad.
That's still bad.
We just undershot it
Yeah,
by quite a bit.
It's better than I could do.
Yeah.
Matt, that's a great point.
I don't think it is.
I couldn't put. You think if I put out a video game console, it's going to sell more than the Virtual Boy?
No, I don't think Matt's hardware would. I don't because I don't think Matt's hardware would work.
I'm not known for that.
I don't think he knows how to do it.
I don't know how to do it.
Here's the thing: if you actually produced a working video game system, I think it would sell more than 700,000
if it worked and
units.
it was good, people would buy it. Yeah, but like if I just made one as me right now, there's just no way.
No, right now, no.
No.
But if you got some VC money,
yeah,
and you were like, I've got an idea for a video game system.
I can't get it soon
You wear
enough.
it on your neck.
It's a neck pillow that you blow into it like a harmonica.
You have to wear it on your neck and look in a mirror in order to play it.
And it only has Kingdom Hearts games exclusively for it.
But yeah, that's I beat Virtual Boy Wario Land this weekend, which I thought was thematically appropriate for the topic of our podcast.
Sure.
Nick, other than Virtual Boy Wario Land, which you're playing right now,
That's right. I'm going to exit out of this. I'm going to hand this back to you.
it's fun, isn't it?
It is. I mean, like what you mentioned, the foreground and background interactions. There was a mini game that I was playing where they were shooting hearts at the screen, and hearts were scrolling from one side of the screen to the other, and then you had to shoot Wario from the foreground to the background, and then the other direction, and vice versa, to try to collect the hearts. And it was like, oh, this has a fun rhythm to it. Again, it would make your eyes bleed on the Virtual Boy display, but playing it on the 3DS, it's like, oh, this is pretty fun. It's a very straightforward platformer, but it's a well-made one. Good physics.
The final boss is a boss that hovers in between two trampolines.
Uh-huh.
And you bounce from one trampoline in the foreground to a trampoline in the background, trying to knock him in the nose as he's flying around.
I didn't even think that Wario would have a villain. You would think it would be Mario.
No, I don't think it's that cut and dry where Mario is just the bad. It's not like Donkey Kong rules where Mario is the bad guy of Donkey Kong.
I guess. But I'm just like, he said he's his enemy because he's good, right?
Yeah.
But I guess it's not. He's not such a bad guy. He just likes money.
I guess I don't know what the story of the game is. He's on an island and he's looking for treasure, and the final boss is like kind of a ghost clown.
Sure.
Yeah.
The more details we get about this, Heather, I'm starting to think it's not very good.
It's good. I enjoyed it.
I mean, the Wario Land game's not known for their stories. They tend to be pretty simple. It's...
DraftKings Casino has your playbook for gaming action all season long. Play thousands of popular slots for a shot at jackpots. Over 400 million has already been awarded! New players get 500 spins on Huff and More Puff over 10 days. Download the app, use code GETPLAYED, and claim your spins of your first $5 wager. Get in the game with DraftKings Casino, home of the largest jackpot win in online casino history. The crown is yours! Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins issued as 50 spins per day for 10 days. Valid for feature game only and expire each day after 24 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends October 5th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. This is an absolutely true story. One time I was in Japan and I had my cell phone with me, but I was following somebody around in the city and having a good time. And then they locked me on a roof of a skyscraper because they were a crazy person. That's a true story. And my cell phone didn't have wireless access. So this next ad is specifically something that I could have used in the past. Because if I'd had Wi-Fi, I could have called somebody. But instead, I had no cell phone service, trapped on a roof in Tokyo. If you've ever been lost abroad or badly needed an internet connection with no Wi-Fi spot in sight, you'll understand what a difference a local SIM card can make. An eSIM provides an internet connection wherever you travel and saves you money on roaming fees. That's where Saley comes in. Saley is a new eSIM service app brought to you by the creators of NordVPN. Here you can choose from several affordable eSIM plans in over 190 countries and 8 regions. With a Saley eSIM, you'll always have a connection when needed. Download Saley once, and you won't have to install a new eSIM for each country. You can avoid scammers selling fake SIM cards outside of train stations and airports. No more wandering around looking for a public Wi-Fi spot. With a Saley, you're always connected. They provide 24/7 support, and you get a full refund if your device isn't eSIM compatible. Download the Saley app in your app store. Use code GETPLAYED at checkout to get 15% off your first purchase or go to saley.com/getplayed. That's SAILY.com/getplayed. I eventually got off that roof when the sun rose. Nick, what are you playing?
Heather, thank you so much for asking. I brought in a book that I've talked about on the podcast before, but I've only in passing. I've never really, dedicated much runway to this. A Theory of Fun of Game Design, for game design. A Theory of Fun for Game Design. This was originally published by Rafe Koster, and there's a foreword by Will Wright. I read this during the pandemic, and it was first published in 2004. And it's one of those things where it's just sort of a very readable bit of, from the title, actual theory into what makes video games work. Like what makes them playable, what makes them fun, what you should be thinking about from a developer standpoint, but it's also very, illuminating from just purely from a gamer standpoint. This book, which I can pass around, has... It's very readable. It's very breezy. It has a lot of illustrations. It was published by O'Reilly, which, I remember back from when I was learning computer programming, you would just like buy like an O'Reilly guide on C++ or Perl or whatever the fuck. Like it was more for. It tends to be very, very techie sort of computer sort of stuff, but it makes sense for this as well. A big thing that it is about is like pattern recognition, which makes sense because that's what we humans are, pattern recognition machines. We play lots of games that we're used to recognizing patterns and implementing and having gameplay implemented from that. But the big thing that I took away from it is just about how games are an exercise in teaching. And so much of gameplay is just a game conveying something to you either directly with a tutorial or more elegantly, as is done in Super Mario Brothers 1, especially in that first level, through gameplay, through emergency gameplay. And yes, emergent gameplay, and we actually see that right there. There's a Super Mario Brothers 1 illustration inside this book itself, but like here's how these objects interact with here's how these your player character, if a player character is present, here's how they interact with these objects. Here are the rules that are established.
Right, in Super Mario 1, that first level will show you like a sort of broken pyramid, like a split pyramid of blocks, and there'll be a trough in it, and you'll have to like learn how to jump over that trough. And then the next time you see it repeated, there's no trough at the bottom. It's a bottomless pit.
Yes.
And so like all of those interactions are just teaching you the thing you're about to encounter dangerously.
Yeah. So you've here's the rule. And we're just going to keep riffing on the rule, and we're going to keep finding different ways to spin on it. Another example of this, which I think is like really, really concrete, is the game Inside, which we've talked about. Man. But that is just like a whole series of like, hey, here's this new thing, and this is how this works, and mess around with this for a little bit. Okay, you got it. Let's move on to something else. Here's another new mechanic. Yeah. Here's another new rule set. We're going to teach you this, and then we're just going to test you on it, basically. And I just kind of liked how like straightforward and elemental that is. You know, it definitely has some parts, especially towards the back end, where it gets. First off, it is very much in that early 2000s discourse about video game content. You know, back when like Grand Theft Auto was like a hot and Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball were like hot button issues. So some of that sort of bleeds through. But I do think like it's not like it's a prudish book or anything like that. It's just more like talking about how whatever the content of the game is, it should not be superfluous. It should not be gratuitous. But I don't know. I really, if anyone hasn't read this and is just looking for a book about video games that isn't like, I feel like they're generally about like why a studio failed. If you're just looking for a video game book that's about something else, I think it's like it's interesting how little, again, theory exists about this emergent art form. And this is just like the most digestible sort of Bible for it. So, I don't know. I figured I'd bring it in. Why not?
Cool.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks for sharing it. I'm going to recommend that to a friend of mine who's trying to make a game. So
hey, there you go.
That's good stuff.
I'm going to recommend Virtual Boy Wario Land to anybody who's got a 3DS that's hacked and wants to download Red Viper.
Well, it was the 40th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers, and here we are. We should note we are recording this before the Mario 40 Nintendo Direct, so we don't have any context, any breaking news from that. Yeah. But we figured we'd talk about it anyway, because, hey, this is a notable occasion, obviously.
Can we do a little speculation?
Yeah, please.
Do you think they're going to announce a big new game?
I'm guessing no.
Okay.
But
if they do, it'll be like a tease only. Nothing concrete, because like the Bonanza team was the Odyssey team, so I would imagine that they would be back for whatever the next Mario is. So I would assume that we're not getting a new 3D mainline Mario for a few years.
Yeah, have we seen is Mario Wonder like a Switch 2, upgrade game or anything?
That makes sense.
Because I could see something like that being the announcement. But hey, I would love to be wrong. I'd love for there to be a new mainline Mario that's announced.
It'd be great. Maybe even what do you call it? A release of Galaxy 2 could be nice, because Galaxy 2 is not made it to Switch to the Switch at all yet. That could be nice.
I would love it.
I bet you will get news about the new movie, because that comes out, I think, in April.
The next Mario
I
movie?
think the new one comes out in April.
Wait, in
Holy
2026?
shit.
Yeah.
That's that. Well, they knocked that out quickly.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure
yeah.
they had it in production before the first one even came out.
I think it's in April. It's at least
That's a quick turnaround.
pretty soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they got to start marketing the movie.
Wow.
At some point. But yeah, I'm guessing that we'll get maybe some new tracks. Maybe it's too soon for new tracks for Mario Kart. I don't know.
Could be.
But who knows? It's an hour-long direct, which is longer than normal for them.
They did announce, so I know that this isn't going to be part of the
Yeah.
direct. They did already announce an additional set of alarms coming to the Alarmo.
Did they actually announce that?
They did.
I'm glad they did it outside of the direct. I would
Yeah.
have been mad if they took up some time
Yeah.
in the direct with that.
I think it's Kirby
Oh.
who's coming to the Alarmo.
God,
Wow.
I'm not going to buy the Alarmo.
You're not?
You do not need to buy
I
the
got to
Alarmo.
buy the Alarmo.
You don't
Get
need
the
to buy
Kirby
the Alarmo.
I
noises.
love it. I'm so happy I got it.
Are you using it?
Every fucking night.
Wow.
Every night I go to sleep with the sound of Animal Crossing as my sleepy sounds, which plays like a little lullaby, sort of like wind down music.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, I'm surprised by which villager comes to visit me and what they have to say
That's pretty good.
and the music that they play. So
Wow.
sometimes it'll be KK Slider and he'll be like, but sometimes it'll be the fucking like bird at the airport and he's like, and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta get up.
Do you think it'll ever be Ketchup the Red Duck with green hair?
Could be, I don't know.
I love Ketchup the Red Duck with green hair.
It's a surprise.
It's Blathers, and he's just talking all day.
And you're like, dude,
You go to
shut
work, come home, he's
up,
still
dude.
still at it. The fuck, dude.
We get it. You love bones.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what the fuck will happen? Maybe they'll confirm the size of Luigi's hog, as
think
speculated from that Mario Tennis still.
You don't think they're actually going to do that, do you, Nick?
That
They
could
might.
happen. Who
It'd be
knows?
kind of crazy if they're like, actually, it's an hour long because at some point we're getting nasty with it. We know what you sickos want, and we're going to get a little freaky in the direct. No, yeah, I mean, I think that it's nice because there's going to be non-Mario stuff
Right.
in this direct too.
Right.
But like, I think Saturday is the actual anniversary, so they have to get something out for like they can't let a 40th anniversary go by without something.
40 years of Mario.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrifying.
Specifically, Super Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Mario, the character, predates Super
Right,
Mario
right.
Brothers.
Of
but
course, he was in Donkey Kong Jr. and Mario Brothers.
Yes.
The first
Yep.
instance of the name Mario in
Yep.
in the title.
Yep.
I had a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I know this. Do you guys remember your first Mario memory?
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
And this is actually a big thing, a thing that got me into video games and specifically console gaming. So my older brother Nate, had a very good friend in elementary school and that lived on our block, just lived on the one street over. So we'd walk around the block and go to his house. And his parents were Japanese immigrants. And so I mentioned this in the podcast before, he had a Japanese Famicom in his home.
Right.
Wow.
And I played a Japanese Famicom prior to the domestic release. I mean, I'm that old, and I was also that young at the time, prior to the domestic release of the NES. So Nintendo and Mario were already on my radar. This is just one of those wild things, or just happened to know somebody who had a Japanese console at the time when the only console I knew was the Atari 2600.
You're literally the kid on the playground who's like, I've got a friend who's got a,
Yes.
a game machine.
100%. And I'm playing Super Mario Brothers and also Super Mario Brothers The Lost Levels, which was Super Mario Brothers 2 Japan.
Yes.
I'm playing both of these before Super Mario Brothers I'd played on the NES. And so I remember encountering poison mushrooms in Super Mario Brothers 2, and like just knowing that was a thing, and that again becomes a thing that like you tell kid like, no, there's a part 2 that has poison mushrooms in it. I'm serious. And then Super Mario Brothers 2 comes out, and it's a completely different game. It's reskinned Doki Doki Panic. You look like a fucking asshole. But I mean, like it's.
I'm serious. It's 7 inches flaccid.
I'm talking about Luigi's hog
Yeah.
as a child at elementary school. Anyway,
I went to the South Park school.
So yeah, I do remember that like vividly, and that was a big thing. I was like, holy shit, I want to play. I got to get one of these, and that was part of me and my brother talking my dad. At the time, we played computer games. My dad had a Commodore 64 at home, but we talked my dad into getting an NES when it was out in the U.S. And then I remember playing the shit out of Super Mario Brothers when it came out. Then
That's
wow,
really cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Heather?
First experience of Mario is a Donkey Kong cabinet, which I'd get an allowance. It would be $1. I would break it into quarters, and I would play Donkey Kong. At a pizza restaurant near my parents' plot of land at that point in Wisconsin. My first experience of Super Mario is that my cousin had a Nintendo, and I went over to his house, and his mom was extremely good at Tetris, and he had Super Mario. What?
I said that rules.
It fucking, as a kid, you don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But we would watch her play Tetris and be like, wow. Because we're idiots. We didn't know how to be good at Tetris.
It's also, and I'm sure for our younger listeners whose parents played video games, they probably watched them playing video games growing up. It wasn't a common thing. Like there was still a generational thing where a lot of people who were of the, I guess, baby boomer generation, a parent playing a video game was a little bit like, whoa, you got a cool dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rapping granny.
Yeah. But that was my first experience of Super Mario, because I was a Sega kid. So I don't think there was a point until after the Genesis that I had a regular Nintendo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first Mario experience came later than most. It was when I played Super Mario World for the Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
Because
whoa,
my first console was PlayStation, no Mario there, and for a long time, the only Game Boy games that I had were just Pokemon games, because that's why I got a Game Boy, was to play Pokemon.
Yeah.
And so I had not had any real Mario experience until that one. But that's starting with it's like if your first song was Stairway to Heaven or something. You're just kind of oh, this is cool. This shit's good.
Yeah.
This is great. So I'm starting with one of the best Mario games, and I played that so much. Each save file had completed runs of that game, just because it was just something I just played so much.
That's really cool.
And I really, really loved that. And then because my uncle that played video games was not really he had Nintendo stuff, but by the time I was interested in video games, he had moved on to Genesis, and which was I think maybe the older cooler kids like that, maybe a little bit more, and then PlayStation, of course. So I wasn't seeing Mario or any of his ilk.
I was looking
as a child.
I was looking at the Super Mario Advance series because on the Game Boy Advance, because those remakes where I did play, I guess, all of them. I'm looking at this list now, but it's one of those things where it's just the way they're titled is so confusing. So Super Mario Advance was Super Mario Brothers 2 / Super Mario USA. Super Mario World was Super Mario Advance 2. Yoshi's Island was Super Mario Advance 3, which is also Super Mario World 2.
Yes.
So I guess the full title, Super Mario Advance 3, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, or vice versa. And then Super Mario Advance 4 was Super Mario Brothers 3. They couldn't even make the threes line up.
No, they could. They didn't, and they also just didn't need to do that. It's so stupid, but it's also delightfully Nintendo.
It is very Nintendo.
But then my first, I played Super Mario 64 on the DS. Right.
Okay.
That was my first experience with a 3D Mario, which is kind of insane.
Yep.
And then my first full mainline 3D Mario wasn't until Odyssey.
Wow.
Which is my first Switch game. And that was my first Nintendo home console, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a long journey.
Yeah. But now he's I mean, obviously, he's just like one of the number one guys. He's like the number one guy.
He's a good guy.
He rocks.
He's a good guy.
I guess he's the number one guy. It's pretty. I mean, it's got to be a Nintendo character, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's him or a Pikachu, depending on and I don't know. I mean, like even though Pokemon is a bigger IP, is Mario the more iconic video game character?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, it is kind of crazy. I think just because of how big of an IP Pokemon is, just like, internationally, it's just like or globally, really. It is probably the two of them at the top.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like Nintendo would take Pikachu out back and
Jesus,
beat the shit out of him to make Mario their number one guy.
Wow.
I think. I don't know.
I have to say,
Why do they have to do this?
Why?
Yeah. Why would they have to
assert
do
their
this?
dominance. They're like, yeah. Like, you're like part of the family, but just remember that it's always Mario number one.
Okay.
And you put some respect on Mario's name.
Okay, so it's kind of a Sopranos sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I'm rewatching The Sopranos with my wife.
it's like the drawings I've seen of Mickey fucking Elsa.
It's kind of like that.
Sure,
Yeah, it's like those
right.
drawings I sent you that I drew. Yeah. I mean, check this out. Pretty good drawing. Right? Interesting drawing at the very least.
Photorealistic. Horrifying. Speaking to our first Mario experience, I have to say that I come into the podcast with a Sega bias because of being a Sega kid.
Yes.
But my experiences over the last couple of weeks with strange Nintendo hardware have really increased my appreciation for Nintendo as a brand.
Sure.
Like there have been so many strange, like a lot of Nintendo stuff is the Dreamcast. Does that make sense? Like the Dreamcast being a primary system for me puts other systems in the vocabulary of the Dreamcast. So the Wii is like, oh wow, it's like they tried to make like a crazy system.
Yeah.
It's like the Nintendo Dreamcast and the Virtual Boy and the Alarmo. All of these are like increasing my appreciation for the strangeness of Nintendo. And it's neat that something as ubiquitous and mainstream and straightforward and vanilla as Super Mario Brothers also goes hand in hand with a company that released like a scale.
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at like the mainline hardware in between the Super Nintendo and the Switch, it's like what? It's like the Nintendo 64, home consoles, Nintendo 64. That thing's fucking weird. Stubbornly still using cartridges. The weird 3-pronged controller. The introduction of the analog stick, which completely changes 3D gaming.
The whole shape of it's weird.
Whole shape of it's very strange.
It's a weird rounded boy.
GameCube is weird. Again, they're stubbornly refusing to commit to DVDs, ostensibly because of piracy. They have their proprietary disc format, their little discs.
A thing that snaps onto the bottom of the Game Boy, the GameCube to let you play Game Boy games.
Yeah, so you got that. You got it's also it just like it looks. It's a weird cube form factor with a handle on it.
Yeah.
The controller again is very bizarre. The Switch you mentioned, the Wii rather you mentioned, the Wii U, of course, obviously is just so fucking insane.
Yeah.
And then the Switch into the Switch 2. That's the outlier when they just did a straight upgrade.
Yeah.
They've never done that before.
No, they've never done that before. But also, like, I feel like their crazy swings work more than they don't, though, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like, I mean, like
even
Wii...
the GameCube controller. I mean, still, like it's weird, but it works and it has its fans and it still has its place in obviously the melee scene.
They're still making Amiibo.
Yeah.
Like Amiibo are weird.
I like Amiibo.
I think the weirder the game experience is, both through hardware and software, the more it sticks with me. Which is why a lot of the Mario titles aren't the most exciting or most memorable experiences of my life because they are often like just incredible games.
Yes.
But I know you guys really connected with Bonanza more than I did, but like I don't think about Bonanza. You know? The Mario game that I think about the most is Galaxy. And it was, I think, the weirdest.
Well, Galaxy is fucking a huge swing, and it's really cool. Like the way it uses gravity, the way it uses spheres. It's a really awesome.
I gotta play it.
You gotta play it on the Wii, man.
Of what a 3D Mario is, and again, just after Mario Sunshine, which was a big swing that didn't really land.
Yeah.
It was so it just so invigorated this character, and was just kind of thinking of like, oh yeah, Mario is not going anywhere.
Well, part of the thing is that you're holding the nunchuck in your hand to move him around, and you're also using the button on the Wii remote, but you're pointing at the screen to collect stars while you're running around.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
One of my biggest things about the Wii, I think, that I don't like is that it's trying to just make me do too much. Like, I don't got to be doing all this. I don't like, that's like one of my least favorite parts of like Switch games that make you do stuff like with the Joy-Cons and stuff. I don't want to be moving I don't want to be doing any of that.
Well, they that was the big thing with Twilight Princess, is just adding in some like arm movement for the swords, and I was like, I don't give a shit about this. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be waggling this wand. It doesn't even feel like moving a sword, you know?
The only time I want to do anything like that is in like a time crisis situation with like a light gun or something. Yeah. That rips. That's so fun.
Yeah.
And then obviously the like everyone thought like, oh, this will be a golden age for light gun games, but then because of the way it worked, it wasn't great for shooters either, the Wii remote. But like for the gimmick games of Wii Fit was mentioned, but then of course the Wii Sports were so awesome, and that's what made that thing such a sensation. Galaxy was rad. I mean, like for me, the NES Super Mario Brothers, even though Super Mario Brothers 2 was so bizarre, I did really enjoy it. And then Super Mario Brothers 3 is just such an incredible feat of design and a game that absolutely holds up. Super Mario World and Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, I both were maybe more impactful for me. They hit me when I was a little bit older and I could appreciate games a little bit more. And I was also just like had the motor skills of a 10-year-old versus like a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old. And so like it was I played the shit out of Super Mario World. 96 starred it. I was totally obsessed with that game. I think it's still probably at least the best 2D Mario game. I know people will advocate for 3, but like I played all of those growing up. And then of course Super Mario 64, which is maybe like was kind of like a farewell to my childhood. But was like that was like a game that I just like it was just so staggering. And that was another one where my friend had rented a Nintendo 64, and I remember playing it at his house and being like, I can't believe how fucking good this game is. And then I had like money that I'd saved up from like, birthdays and holidays, that I had a little bit of a stash that I just went around, and I remember finding one Toys R Us that had the Super Mario 64, the game, and then a separate Target that had the Nintendo 64 console, and I bought those two, and that was basically all I had for a while. Yeah. But again, just like such an incredible game, and a game that like you would bring kids over to your house to show them like Super Mario 64, and they'd be like, holy fucking shit, I can't believe this thing.
I know I've told my story on the podcast before, but I'll just say that my biggest association with Super Mario 64 is when I kissed my first girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
But my instinct when I brought her over to show her Mario 64 was yours. Was you got to see this.
Yeah, sure.
It's so cool.
The first girl I ever kissed was on Jenny Jones as an Out of Control teen. Isn't that wild?
Wait, what?
It wasn't on the show.
No, this wasn't on the show.
The girl was on the show.
The girl was subsequently on an episode as an Out of Control teen. Jenny Jones, one of those exploitative 90s talk shows.
Nick's stories are like, I know we all got stories on this show. But his stories are just like, it's like the metal is bent on them, and you're
looking
at,
know what to think about it.
Yeah.
This is coming from the person who used to haunt the woods in a gas mask. So
wait, hold on. If anyone is to be
anyone's in a glass house here,
I'll put that rock down.
But let me demonstrate the difference between those two stories.
Yeah.
One is a little kid, like trying to make the best of a bad situation, and just putting on like costumes as a kid would. and running around in the woods versus Nick telling us that like some lady tried to kiss him at an eye checkup.
Well, that was a different. Hold on, that was a different thing. You're conflating stories here.
Yeah.
Or that he kissed some girl who's then on the news.
When I hear stories from both your lives, I just realize I'm playing.
You're thriving. The optometrist who tried to kiss me is different than the girl I kissed who went on Jenny Jones' Out of Control team.
That lady should have been on Jenny Jones.
I kiss my patients. I don't care.
The audience booing her, some of them cheering her. I do think the way things are going, we need to bring shows like that back.
Oh, for sure.
How was I like looking back on that as like, man, that was a better world. People thought things were bad then. People thought it was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're culturally just fucking sliding into a pit watching Jerry Springer, have a
Too hot for TV.
Yeah, exactly.
VHS exclusive.
But bring it back. I'll do it. I'll be the host.
Maybe that was the steam valve for society.
Yeah.
We needed to have just like junk on television that would allow, I guess reality TV is what happened to the Jerry Springers.
I guess so. It's wild that on Jerry Springer, they used to like bring out Nazis and the whole crowd would boo.
Instead of inviting them on the news.
Or letting them host.
I wrote down
We've got both sides of the issue, a Nazi and a different kind of Nazi.
This one just joined. I wrote down a couple little things. They're a little silly about things I like about Mario, and I gotta just share them real quick.
Okay, great.
All right.
One, I like how he jumps.
Jump is great.
The jump is good, and when you can do like a triple jump in a game like 64 or something like that, that's a home run. That's
great
good stuff.
Great physics, great feel. I mean, like, and I also like that a lot of the jumps that got like, a lot of stuff that got established as far as locomotion in Mario 64 has just like continued on.
Yes.
Can I be the grouch on
please.
the show?
What are you gonna say about the jump, Heather?
I'm going to say I love the Mario jumps across the board, except in the new Super Mario Brothers series.
I don't. The new Super Mario Brothers we can get into.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of the new Super Mario Brothers games in general. Super Mario Brothers Wonder pointedly not a new Super Mario Brothers games, but the. I'm trying to think what I guess it's probably New Super Mario Brothers U, as I would say, is the best of that. But I was never really into any of these all that much. I think they all like kind of felt kind of weird.
They feel weird.
I like the one for the 3DS quite a bit.
The 3DS was New Super Mario Brothers 2, yeah.
Yes, because that one is just like a coin frenzy.
Yeah.
You just get coins.
You gotta get
more
coins.
There's more coins in the game than you know what to do with.
The idea of collecting, like, is it 1 million coins in the game? You're getting so many coins. That is fun.
It's good because the noise is good too. I mean, come on, it's just that's good stuff. But I do think that the new branded ones are
they all feel a little
jump
wonky.
is floaty. It feels strange.
Yeah, it's not.
The
just
rest
not quite
of the
right.
jumps have like the perfect, like the pitch up is great and the drop is great. It's a you feel solid when you hit the ground.
Yeah,
it's a good jump.
I mean, I do kind of like that they're just called new because it's just like it's an easy way to demarcate these. Like, okay, these are kind of different, you know.
Yeah.
The Shin Marios, I guess.
But they're also they're not gonna do like Mega Man like X, like they're like, or
Mario X.
Yeah,
he's got a gun.
Yeah.
Who are we, Sega?
I think his outfit is good.
His outfit is great.
It's iconic.
Yeah,
it's
it really
great.
is.
You got the red hat,
the overalls.
Yeah, maybe
the
the only
colorway.
the only good red hat wearing Italian.
It's a really good outfit.
It's a great outfit.
It's a great outfit.
Excellent outfit.
And I like specifically the big M on his hat.
Yeah, the M on the hat is great. And look, if anyone's wearing just the hat, you know who it is.
Yeah.
Certainly you're wearing the total fit. It's unmistakable.
With having spent so much time with Wario over the weekend, I like his version of Mario's outfit.
Yes.
Down to, and this is something you can see in Virtual Boy Wario Land because the sprite is so big, he's got W's on his gloves.
That's really good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, like, it's been talked to death, but just like, Mario's got the M, Luigi's got the L, Wario's got the W, the upside down M, and then Waluigi has the upside down L.
Yeah, it's good.
Great. The math is perfect.
It's really good.
All the different colors are great too.
The colors are fantastic.
Yeah.
There's really good. I was about to say, do you think there's room for another one? And I kind of don't think so. I think we're good.
Oh, another one what?
Another one, another Mario type.
No, I mean, I think the babies kind of accomplish a lot of that.
Oh, the babies.
Another Mario type?
Or you know, another.
I have a huge pitch.
What's that?
Where's Wah Princess?
Wah Princess is really good.
There could. I mean, a Wah Princess would be a Wah Peach. I'm trying to remember if there ever was a Wah Peach canonically. I don't think so.
Wah Peach is really good.
And
I
of course,
need a
like,
Wah Peach.
of
What about
course-
Donkey Kong? That's
Now you're
good.
getting nuts. I mean, like, it just makes me think of the fan-created Bowsette. I was like, Nintendo should canonize Bowsette.
Man.
Bow wow.
Wow. Wow.
What happened that made Bowsette?
So there was an item that
Jerry Springer got off the TV and nobody had anywhere to put.
Oh, right.
There's a
like
crown
an
that
item
transmogrifies you
right.
into a different version, and so basically like of the character, and so basically the logic was applied of like, what if this crown was on Bowser? It would make Bowser into Bowsette. I'm trying to remember what game that was.
Wasn't that Super Princess Peach?
Might have been.
They need a Wah Peach.
We need Wah Peach for sure. I think all the noises he makes are really good. You know, Wahoo is great. That's always a lot of fun. But the noise he makes when he burns his little butt, that's
really fun. It wasn't Super Princess Peach. It was New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe that had the Super Crown. The Super Crown transformed Toadette into Peachette. And so this was like what that would transform Bowser into Bowsette. Logic is ironclad.
My favorite sound that Mario makes is when he clips a wall in Mario 64 and goes, ooh.
Oh, yeah, no, that is good. You're right. That is really, really good. Ooh.
Whoa, there's a booette.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, look at me.
Nick's like, that's it, forget playing.
And I think there's something to this. Because, like, obviously he's the hero and, like, bad stuff's happening usually that he has to stop.
Yeah.
But something I like about him is that he's never really too bothered by it. He's always kind of, like, still having a good time no matter what he's doing. And I think that level of fun translates to you, the player, kind of.
Well, he does get scared.
He gets scared.
Yeah, but not in the same way that Luigi does.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things that,
he ain't a little
seems to be a Mario rule, like that must be up on a wall at Nintendo somewhere, is that Mickey can get revenge, he can get mischievous, and he can get angry in a way.
Yeah.
You can see Mario determined.
Yes.
But you don't see him mischievous
or
angry or vengeful.
Yeah, you don't see him mean. And I think that's just like, it's just nice.
Yeah.
I just really like it.
Yeah.
Vengeful.
Yeah. Like you'll see his eyebrows go down when he's throwing like a fireball on a box art.
Yeah.
But he's not like gleefully trying to hurt people. And I do think that that's what created the vacuum for Wario to fill.
Yes, because he looks all messed up and mean.
He is all of the id
yes.
that has been stripped from Mario.
Yeah.
Has been planted in this greedy, angry.
But on the other side of the coin, he's still kind of just having fun too. He's kind of just doing what he's doing. It's just kind of like his fun's different.
I know I have Wario on the brain because I played a lot of Wario.
Yeah.
I do want to. I would love a game where Wario, the princess is captured, and Wario is like he's trying to get Bowser's treasure.
That's good.
And then sees the princess is captured and kind of accidentally becomes a hero.
That's fun. I like that a lot. You should tell them.
How does this is part of what's amazing about the Mario franchise is that Wario is like, could have been a tertiary character, but he's like an iconic video game character just in general. Like he's like almost like gotten bigger than the franchise. Just conceptually, the idea of Wario is so engaging.
Yeah.
And he exists as basically Dark Mario, but he's such a well realized character that he broke out.
I love the idea of the meeting where they're like, let's make Wario. What should his what's he like? And somebody just went, greedy.
Yeah, he fucking stinks.
All right, we're done.
He likes boogers and shit. Because the WarioWare games, which is, that's a whole other topic, but like those games are incredible.
Very fun.
They're so fun.
Those are great games, and so are the Wario Land series on Game Boy.
Yeah, those are really great.
Nick, so you were saying that Super Mario World is probably your favorite Mario game.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Top three, boys. Top three. What are your top threes?
That's the thing. Like I'm looking at the whole list, and it's is 3 in there. I think Odyssey has to be in there.
Yeah,
or maybe it doesn't because I do like 3D World so much. But I think Odyssey is just like a more. I like 3D World. Matt, I know you have so much affection for.
Yes.
But I just kind of think like Odyssey is so much more like what a 3D Mario is.
Yes.
In terms of the way the play spaces are structured, in terms of the way the goals are achieved, that I'm just like, I kind of feel like that one is the 3D entry that I would pick. It gets tricky after that is like, even though Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island is a Mario game, I just think of that as a Yoshi game.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of a cop-out to toss that in there because of its original title.
I know.
I think I might, you know what? I think I would probably do World, Odyssey, and I might throw the OG in there just to be comprehensive.
Wow, that's really good.
I think I'd probably do Super Mario Brothers 3 instead. World, Odyssey, Super Mario Brothers 3.
2 of mine are similar to yours, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm throwing Super Mario World probably at number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario Odyssey at number 2.
Wow.
And as mentioned, Super Mario 3D World number 1. And the reason I love it so much is that it does both things perfectly. It's a perfect marriage of a 2D Mario and a 3D Mario game.
Yeah, the sort of linear platforming in 3D.
It's just, and the cat stuff goes a long way.
Yep.
That's great.
That's great.
That's not
Double cherry's great.
Oh man, I even forgot about the cherry. I love the cherry. Also, I was thinking about this earlier when you were talking about getting small and getting really big. That's just good shit. That's like fun.
Both very fun.
That's fun in any game.
It's fun to get small, fun to get big.
Yeah. I think it might be fun to get. It might be more fun to get small.
This is another thing about Mario. He gets big and he gets small.
Yeah,
like
it's
that's
good
just
stuff.
like these are just like he gets a power up that makes him big, and then he gets hit and he gets small again.
Power up get you too.
Yeah.
My 3 are Galaxy, 3, 64.
Those are
Great choices.
Here's the thing: there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
We're kind of all objectively right.
Yeah.
Like they're all good.
Can I say another thing about my boy Wario from Virtual Boy?
Yeah, you love Wario.
I love this Wario game.
Yeah.
When he powers up, he gets big, right? He can get small and he can get big. Powers up to get big, and all of his powers are hats, right? He's got like a bird hat, a fire hat, a combo bird and fire hat. Like you get the bird hat and then you get a fire hat, then it turns into a dragon hat. The thing is, you can power up like multiple times. He takes one hit and he gets tiny. He loses all of it.
Yes.
And he is ugly as shit when he's tiny.
I noticed that while playing the little bit. Yeah, when taking damage, he gets small and like imp-like. He's repulsive.
He's got like 2 hairs.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He looks hideous when he's small. Whereas Mario, when he's small, still a charmer.
Wario farts, right?
Yeah, it is fart. I think it's funny. He's a fart move in Smash Brothers.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Wario sucks. He's so good.
He's so nasty.
Got a motorcycle. He's great. Big nasty freak.
He's like, and I drive a motorcycle. There's a couple. There's Mario games I wish I can get into that I haven't that I've tried that I just haven't really ever scratched the right itch for me, and I know that they're like beloved, but like every time I've played 3 different Paper Mario games.
Oh.
And I can't ever really fall in love with it in the way I want.
Yeah, I guess we're getting outside of the Super Mario franchise. I mean, like, I do love Paper Mario and Paper Mario 1000-Year Door.
Yeah.
But I could see just not clicking with those. I mean, I never really clicked with the Mario and Luigi games.
Yeah,
I tried those
same.
a few times.
And those are great. People love those games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was like a couple of Mario and Donkey Kong ones too that I messed around with that I didn't really didn't really understand what was going on there.
Yeah.
And same with Super Mario RPG, which we did an episode on. But I just can't ever really. I bet you that it'll hit me one day and I'll appreciate it. But I just have not really given its due diligence quite yet.
The Super Mario RPG remake was well done, but I do feel like that was such a time and place game in terms of just like a Square developed, back when Square and Nintendo were on good terms, a Square developed a Mario game that had RPG mechanics was just so, it just felt like revelatory.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of that charm was just like, again, just when it came out. Ultimately, like there have been so many RPGs that have borrowed some of its conventions or just had similar sort of conventions, and we've seen Mario in so many different contexts now that it's just like kind of hard for it to have the same sort of impact. He's with the freaking Rabbids now and doing tactical combat.
I do like that first one. I played that quite a bit. It's good. I never tried the second one, but it kind of, because I never really played a tactics game like that before, so it made me understand how to play a game like that, and it's good. It's good stuff.
The Rabbids predate the Minions.
The Rabbids were from Rayman, and then Rayman gave them up, and we're like, you can be with Mario now.
But I'm just saying, like, as another like French developer, as the Minions are also French.
Très bien.
And they've got the similar sort of like madcap antics. It's just like, I don't know. I like the Minions, but was there any sort of inspiration here to be charitable?
Maybe it could it be? So wait, they predate?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Rabbids came first.
Not even parallel.
I have to think so.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how Rayman feels about all that. Getting cucked by Mario.
I mean, we won't get him on the record. But
no, we'll never get an official answer.
No.
But
he's just screaming about his missing arms.
my hands are here, but where are my arms?
3D World, you mentioned. I also 3D Land on 3DS, no slouch. That game was super duper fun.
Really great.
I played some of that this weekend.
Yeah.
You have that gorgeous 3DS.
Yeah. Playing that IPS new 3DS LL from Japan. Oh.
Matt, I didn't have a Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Advance later, but I never had an OG Game Boy. Did you ever mess around with Super Mario Land or Super Mario Land 2?
I did not, no. Because, that, like, I there was maybe, like, when I was a kid, like, I was so laser focused. Like, I mean, I was only playing Pokemon games were, like, my main video games for a long time. And then it would be, like, honestly, like, stuff that you worked on, Nick. like licensed video games from movies I had just seen. Right? Like, I had played the Fantastic Four game that you worked on when I was a kid. And, like, my brother probably still has it. Like, he probably still has it in our, like, old room. But so I was playing a lot of, like, more licensed stuff, like, games aimed at children. And then, like, Mario, for some reason, just wasn't on my radar because he wasn't on TV or anything, and there wasn't really, like, none of my friends were playing Mario, so I just had no exposure to him until I decided to investigate myself. Like, when I got a Game Boy Advance, I was like, oh, they're putting out these old games, and they weren't not now cut to now, but like, they weren't old then, and it's like, it's just kind of crazy to think about the long tail of Mario. Honestly, it's kind of impressive.
I eventually got an original Game Boy again. Long after the Game Boy Advance, like I'll go back and get the hardware that I didn't scoop up at the time.
Yeah.
In the rare circumstance when I didn't get the hardware at the time, and I played Mario Land on the Game Boy, and it's weird.
It is a weird. I mean, I have played it, but it is the main thing I remember is the physics of the fireballs.
Yeah.
They're not really fireballs; it's more like a bouncing ball. Yeah,
yeah, they bounce, and that's very strange.
They bounce, but they have different, like, it bounces. It's more like a pong bounce. Like, it goes off in the same angle that it hits, as opposed to like kind of the loose forward sort of dribbling that the fireball has in the original.
It's strange, and it also on the original Game Boy there was so much ghosting and blurriness.
Yes,
and Mario in that game, I think one of the to talk about my Virtual Boy, he moves really slow in the game.
Right.
And I think it was probably to prevent from too much milkiness on the Virtual Boy screens. Mario Land, the boy moves so fast that the screen becomes kind of a greasy blur. And I found that off-putting.
Yeah, I can see that.
Didn't like it.
I should go back and check out Mario Land on my Analog Pocket. That'd be a nice way to check it out.
There you go.
I mean, there's a reason the games that really popped on the Game Boy were like Tetris, like short burst games, and then like Pokemon, because it's like that's a turn-based game where you don't have to worry about the sorts of things Heather's describing.
Yeah. Like, and also just like, gosh, the idea that we were replacing batteries, I probably owe my mom hundreds of dollars for just buying us batteries like all the time. And just, I remember she bought us like a wall charged like little insert for the Game Boy Advance that had like that it wasn't a rechargeable battery, but it was like you put it in place of the battery pack there. Wow. And plug it into the wall. And we were like then had to buy an outlet to play a Game Boy Advance, so we wouldn't have to buy batteries. And let me tell you, if that thing comes out of the Game Boy Advance, screams were heard often. It was not perfect.
Yeah, the speed with which my parents got me the AC adapter for the Game Gear was Sonic style. I think probably I went through the first, I think it was 6 batteries on our first big car ride, and I don't know if it made it all the way. In the car ride.
It did not. The game, I mean, this is the thing. The Game Gear had the color display, which looked way better, but part of the genius of the Game Boy is that Nintendo did prioritize things like battery life, so it did not chew through batteries the way that a Game Gear or Atari Lynx did, or let alone the Sega Nomad, which was ridiculous.
So I remember my parents getting the cigarette lighter adapter for the Game Gear in the car, and the AC adapter for it at home, and I never, ever used batteries for it.
That's pretty sick, though.
I guess so.
We've talked about Super Mario Brothers Wonder on here, but I had a lot of fun with Wonder.
I had a lot of fun with Wonder, and honestly, I think about Elephant Mario a lot. I really like Elephant Mario.
I wasn't blown away by Wonder. We've had this conversation before.
Yes.
I preferred the Sonic game whose name I don't even remember.
I think it was called Sonic Superstars or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
I really like Sonic Superstars that came out at the same time.
I kind of hope that there's a Switch 2 upgrade and then maybe DLC for Wonder. That'd be a nice thing to
would be fun.
Yeah.
And we've done full episodes about Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. I mean, we did one about 3 too, didn't we?
Did we do? I think we must have done 3.
Yeah,
that sounds
I think we did. But I mean, it's this is the thing. 64 is such a masterpiece, obviously so influential. It plays a little wonky today.
Yes,
but it is just things like the turning radius with the with Mario. Like some of the analog stick movement doesn't feel as elegant as a contemporary 3D platformer, but it was also inventing it, and it's a game that's almost 30 years old, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
So it's and Mario Sunshine is a very flawed game with some great running around and some great water spraying. The actual levels where you lose FLUDD, your backpack are really fun platformers, challenging platformers. I did finish it for the first time because that was the first Mario game I did not finish back when it came out on the GameCube. When we recovered it on the podcast, and yeah, just it's an interesting, weird outlier in the franchise.
I think part of why I don't like it so much is I don't like gunk.
Yeah, there's a lot of gunk you have to clean up. A lot of that game is
gunk.
just going around spraying gunk. You must not really like be into Splatoon at all.
I mean, people get mad when we talk about it because none of us know anything about Splatoon, and they think it's like ignorance on purpose. I just don't know it. Sorry, I can't know everything. But man, yeah, gunk's not really my thing.
I'm familiar with Splatoon because it is an alarm setting on my alarm.
Ranch, you remember your first encounter with the famous plumber Mario?
I did not know he was a plumber.
Wow, there you go.
I just learned that.
Yeah.
My cousins had a Nintendo 64, and I used to watch them play the 64 version. And then I would always want to play Mario Party, but they would never want to play Mario Party with me. And that's my experience with
Mario Party's a fight starter. You gotta be careful with Mario Party.
I was just about to say that it would maybe be fun to play Mario Party like live on the show, but actually maybe it wouldn't.
Do you remember that Mario Party game? There was one of the games that involved spinning the analog stick around as quickly as possible, and so the way to do it is you'd use the palm of your hand, and you would just get like this fucking like blister in the middle of your palm, just as hard as you fucking could.
I've like told close friends, looking directly into their eyes, to go fuck themselves playing Mario Party.
This is their time. There's a time I remember in Mario Party I was playing it, and I was like, I will win if I steal my friend's star. And I just had to do it. I was like, I got to use the ghost to steal my friend's star.
It's funny to be a little devious, though, isn't it?
I've had so few in-person multiplayer video game experiences that I think maybe I've played a Mario Party once. So if we wanted to cover it on the show, it would be a brand new experience for me.
I think it would be kind of funny because we could like narrate what's going on well and then do it and then record us live becoming upset.
Could be a thing to stream too sometime.
That could be fun.
If a new entry comes out.
Yeah.
When was the last one? Was how do people think? What do people think of the Switch?
Mario
one?
Party Jamboree. Yeah. And then they just did a Switch 2
right.
version of it, and people. I played it at a friend's house. The thing, it's like they're fine.
At
now.
a certain point, they became fine.
Yeah.
Like after Mario Party 2, it's like these are all just the same.
And they reuse the same like boards, or like they come up with new boards, but like the game mechanics that you're doing are the same, so you can't really iterate on it in the same way that you could like a 3D or like a 2D Mario game.
I have a pitch for what I would like them to announce on the 40th Mario anniversary. So you guys remember Nintendo Land for the 3DS?
No. Yes.
It's like a game where you play micro versions of all the Nintendo games.
Okay, yeah.
So you get like a tiny bit of Zelda, a tiny bit of Mario, a tiny bit of Donkey Kong, etc. I want a Mario Land where you play mini versions of every Mario game that's ever been released.
Hey, that's cool.
So you get like 2 minutes of Mario Sunshine or 2 minutes of Mario 64 to achieve some challenge. And I want that game.
The thing with your ideas, Heather, is that they're too good and they won't do it. Like it's too good. That's too good of an idea for Nintendo to be like, who is a company that's allergic to making money in a normal way.
But somehow is the like most lucrative video game company on earth.
Because they know that we're in our please sir have another era.
Yeah.
Just like,
well, I mean, also their games like don't go on sale.
No.
They do things like that, and yes, they just they have such big IP, and they somehow have the biggest hardware on earth still. Years after people pronounce them for dead repeatedly, it's crazy how the Nintendo is going to go third party was like a meme for like 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
And then now they're just like, why? Yeah, of
There's
course
just
not.
no
Yeah.
need.
Now I guess the new thing is Nintendo is going to be bought by Apple. That's the new meme. And then it's just like, whatever. We'll see if that, I can't imagine that would ever transpire.
Yeah. I always think things can't get worse, but I'm proven wrong every day.
Let them. I wish that Sony didn't have a game system, because what I would love is if Sony had never made PlayStation and they bought Nintendo, because the next system would be so fucking weird.
You have to put your feet into this. What?
It's wet.
You have to chew the cartridges before you use them. What?
Should we talk about the Super Mario Brothers movies at all? I mean, like I'm a defender of the Illumination one. I know it's kind of slight, but I do think just like visually, it's such a it does really evoke what Mario is, what playing Mario is. But I think maybe the more interesting thing is a movie we've talked about before, but is the Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo live action movie Super Mario Brothers in name only from the 90s that was adapted by two weirdos who just took the IP in a wildly different directions and were somehow able to get away with releasing it theatrically. It's a fascinating movie that's not very good, but is also like amazing that it exists.
Yeah, I think more interesting is correct.
Yeah.
Not necessarily better, but yeah, it is an interesting watch if you've never seen it before.
I've got the director's cut saved to my hard drive.
Yeah.
And it is not a better movie.
No.
But it is even weirder.
I'm gonna bring you a flash drive. I'm gonna have to see that. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just so it eliminates like the voiceover at the beginning that's like,
My favorite part.
back when there was dinosaurs, they got hit by a meteor, and then New York City was in the same place. Like they got rid of all that in the director's cut. It's just like it opens dystopian. Like it's just so strange.
Wild. I do like the Illumination one quite a bit. That's like a tough movie to go see solo opening day matinee. Like to be
well, kind of every movie you see is a matinee.
He's fucking back. Did you see that?
I did see it.
Generational talent. It is true, but like it's like in the same way that I go see these Sonic movies, like at like 10 a.m. the Friday they come out.
Yeah.
Like Sonic though, you go to see Sonic and you're like, at the end you're amped.
Yeah.
You see Mario and you're like, I was here by myself.
Well, the first Sonic movie, I feel like I had the same experience watching the first Mario movie, where it was that I can't wait to see the next one.
Right.
Because we don't have to do all this bullshit setting up what's going on. I'm legitimately very excited for what I believe they're calling Super Mario World, the sequel to the Illumination movie.
Excited about that. Super fucking excited about Zelda.
Yeah. Oh, yes. But like, I'm like, we were talking all this stuff about Wario. They got to introduce Wario in one of these things, right?
You think you're going to put Wario in the Illumination one?
I know they teased Yoshi at the end of the first one. That's going to be a big new ad for the first one.
I wouldn't be shocked if Wario was the tease at the end of the end credits, the post credits.
It'd be pretty sick.
I mean, my boy.
Not Waluigi, though. Maybe both of them together.
I could see it.
Man, Jack Black as Bowser yet again. Like he's so good in the movie. The Peaches song.
A lot of fun.
I know we got Lava Chicken from Minecraft, but just before we had the Peaches song, and that was dominating the charts back then. He's a entertainment magnet.
How strange is it to be Jack Black and be so bankable?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if Hollywood understood how big Minecraft was going to be before it was released.
No.
I think there was a lot of skepticism, and that dude both brought Super Mario for Illumination across the $1 billion line, and then Minecraft across the $1 billion line.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. He's got he's him in the Illumination Mario and him in the the Minecraft live action are just like he's such a reason why those succeed. And it shows just like how unwatchable the Borderlands movie is, that he is claptrap in that film and like nobody saw.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Well, it's a voice performance. You kind of want to see Jack though.
I mean, it's a voice performance in Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, but you kind of like you see some of him in it.
I don't think a live action. I think if they give Jack Black one of the human roles in Borderlands, like that movie is still extra. I mean, they get fucking Cate Blanchett is in that movie.
It's like Lydia Tarr herself.
Fucking insane.
I wish I could read the original script that got those guys attached.
Yeah,
because it must be great.
100 drafts ago.
Yeah.
Oof. Should we do a segment?
Let's do a segment.
Yeah. Did we miss anything Mario wise? I don't know. I feel like we were reasonably comprehensive. Happy 40th, Mario.
Happy 40th, Mario. Mario, we love you.
Mario, time to get a colonoscopy.
Did you just go to blow a kiss at the camera?
I was going to blow a kiss at the camera for Mario, but then Nick started talking. I wanted to hear what he had to say. And I don't regret it, I guess. Man, I got that to look forward to in a couple of years.
Yeah, look forward to it.
Please, Doc, can I get it early?
I might be
Honestly,
at risk.
you should.
Yeah, they should do it. They should do it soon. I got a segment for us. It's the return of an old favorite, Game Overtime. And to keep us on theme, for today's episode, I'm going to name some various Mario games.
Oh, wow.
From the broad spectrum of Mario games, so not just Super Mario.
Okay.
And you're going to tell me how long they take to beat. These are all sourced from how long to beat, and we're only looking at main story only.
Main story only.
So a lot of these are, of course, going to be self-report because, some of them are older,
that's
right?
by its nature it's self-report. So this main story only is the first of the 3 categories, right?
Yes.
It's main story plus extras, and then completionist.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. So this will be the fastest one.
Yeah, the fastest one, and I feel like probably more in line with your average playthrough of a game like this, unless you're being comprehensive and crazy.
Got it.
Like how I like to play some of these sometimes. Here we go. Super Mario Brothers 2 US. How long does it take to beat Super Mario Brothers 2 US?
Super Mario Brothers 2 / Super Mario Brothers USA. I think I'm going to say the main story only is 3 hours.
Okay. Nick? Heather?
3.5.
Nick takes it exactly 3 hours to beat the story
Wow.
of Super Mario Brothers 2 US. Here we go. How about this one? New Super Mario Brothers 2 for the 3DS.
All right, so this is the aforementioned coin collecting game.
Yes.
You're in the
This is probably not getting you to 1 million coins.
yes, right. You're just trying to get, but don't you
4 hours.
you have to get 1 million coins to finish it? I don't remember.
I don't think so. I think that's like the overall sort of like in the same way that like there's 120
That's the
something stars or whatever.
completionist.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You said 4?
Heather's
4.
saying 4 hours. I'll say 2.5 hours.
Heather's going to take this one. It's 5.5 hours.
Wow,
on Super
okay.
Mario Brothers 2.
Little meteor.
Not nothing. Pretty nice.
Not nothing.
How about this? Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, God.
It's a tie game. Anybody can take this still.
Super Mario Galaxy main story only. I'm gonna say 11 hours.
I'm going to say 9 hours.
This one's going to Nick. 14 hours.
Wow.
2-1.
Ugh.
Wags in the lead.
Big game.
What a fucking video game.
I got to play it. It sounds good.
God, it's so good.
I never played Galaxy 2. That's my big blind spot.
Well, I hope it comes out
I
on
know.
Friday so you can play it.
Yeah. I would love that.
And if you don't do it, Nintendo, come on, do it for Nick. Let him have it. How about this? Super Mario RPG.
26 hours.
Squaresoft RPG. Heather's saying 26 hours.
I'll go lower. I'll say 18 hours.
I'm not going to Price is Right rules this one. Nick is closest, even though he did go over.
Okay.
Wow.
12 hours.
12
Wow.
hours. Okay.
It's not that
12 hours.
Not that
Yeah, it's
much.
not super. I remember it not being super long, but
It's super short.
yeah.
So Nick's in the lead now.
I don't think I've gotten any of them.
No, you got the
The second one.
you got the second
Oh,
one.
I did?
Yeah.
Which
so it's
was
New Super Mario
New
Brothers.
Super
2.
Mario Brothers 2.
This next one right here, Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS.
Okay, Super Mario 3D Land. I'm gonna say right at 5 hours.
Shit. I shouldn't let him go first.
Have we not been alternating?
I don't know.
Heather's answered first a couple times.
Yeah, I thought we've
Just
been
been-
alternating.
Just been incorrect.
I was gonna go with 5. I'm gonna go 6.
Going second. Made you win this one, Heather.
Hey!
Wow.
7 hours.
Wow.
There you go.
That's a big game.
Big. In such a compact package for the 3DS.
Virtual Boy Wario Land. 2 hours.
Super Mario
Okay, Heather
3
just gave herself a point.
3D Land. I mean, just a it's.
I should replay it.
We don't get World without Land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know 3D World is just a better realized version of it, but 3D Land is so fun.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
I think I want to replay it.
I've because I got this 3DS, I've been playing so many 3DS games.
wow.
They're so pleasant.
Yeah.
And I love the 3D effect. I love it. I'm very happy that I got this system.
Maybe I'll toss it on soon. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
Okay. Wait, who went first last time?
You did.
You did.
Okay. I'll let Heather go first.
Super Mario Land World 2 Yoshi's Island is a 9-hour game.
9 hours, Heather says.
It says
9
9 hours.
hours.
We got to shout out the map theme.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Good stuff.
That's when we order Coco Ichibanya for dinner.
That's
Yeah.
what we
We do the
sing.
Coco Ichibanya song to the Yoshi's Island map theme.
Yeah.
Coco Ichibanya,
Which-
Coco Ichibanya.
I'll say.
Coco
Very cute of us.
Ichibanya. I learned to play that on the piano, and I showed my piano teacher. And I didn't really care. I didn't know what it
This is a food song that me and my friends sing.
Okay.
You're like
Heather
standing
said
in front of the door.
Heather said 9
Heather
hours.
said 9 hours.
And we're not doing Price is Right rules.
That's right.
I'll go 6 hours.
Heather then gets it
Wow.
because it is 8 hours.
8 hours. Wow.
And we threw away the Price is Right rules.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
likes them.
Yeah.
Nobody likes him.
I like them.
Well, yeah, in that case, you would have really liked that one.
I would have.
So now here's the thing. It's a tie game. We got one more.
Wow, I love it.
Oh,
Kind of designed this one pretty good.
Yeah, this worked out great.
Mario and Luigi Dream Team. How many hours
what
to
the
beat
fuck?
Mario and Luigi Dream Team?
Which one was Dream Team? Which platform was it?
This was, I think, the last one for the 3DS.
This is
the one
the 3DS
before
one, okay.
Brothership, I
Got it.
think, for the Switch.
I have no idea how long those games are.
I'll go. I'm first this time, right?
That's right.
Mario and Luigi Dream Team. I'm gonna say 16 hours main story only.
What is this game?
This is an
Is it
RPG.
RPG?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
RPG.
16 hours? I'm like, for what?
This is like the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga games.
Yes.
It's like a light RPG, some action combat. So some timed button presses for combat.
10 hours.
Nick's going to be our winner,
Wow.
but I regret to report that Mario and Luigi Dream Team, to complete the main story, it takes 40 hours.
That is a huge game.
That's a huge game. The Mario and
Holy
Luigi games,
shit.
I sorted by longest time to complete for main story, and the top one of them was like a game that was like not released here, and it's like a puzzle game. It's like 48 hours or something. But the top like two were both Mario and Luigi games, and they're both clocking at 40 hours.
Oh, fuck.
Crazy.
That's insane.
I'm bringing up. I just did this. I opened up how long to beat the main page. Cyberpunk 2077 main story only 26 hours. That's a lot of game they're giving you.
It's good. Hey, Nick's the winner. Guys, we love Mario.
I think
love
we're
Mario.
all winners this week.
We all
'cause,
won.
Mario is a good guy.
Yeah.
And
I
this
had
is
a
a
nice
good
time.
anniversary.
I had a nice time talking about him.
That's this week's Get Played. Our producer is Rochelle Chen. Ranch Yard _ Sard. Ranch, anything you streaming?
I beat Silent Hill 2.
Let's
Yay!
go! What's the verdict?
I loved it.
Wow.
Yes.
And I also watched all the endings that I didn't get.
Wow.
And just want to talk about the dog ending.
Great ending.
What the fuck?
The rumor is that Silent Hill's coming to Fortnite.
No.
Yeah. If I can run around as Pyramid Head with a machine gun,
Yeah.
it's great. Great day.
It sort of makes him less scary.
Yeah, but what if you play him like Pyramid Head?
Just walk
You
slow.
just walk real slow.
Yeah, that is good.
Get sniped.
Yeah, you're 98.
Our music is by Ben Prunty, benpruntymusic.com. Our art by Duck Brigade Design, duckbrigade.com. Merch at kinshipgoods.com. And Get Animate, our sister show, is over on Patreon. Matt, what are we watching this week?
We're starting a new show.
Wow.
Heather, you want to tell us what it is?
Well, it's time for the final season of Stranger Things on Netflix. Stranger Things isn't an anime, but it was heavily inspired and influenced by an anime. And we are watching that anime. It's Elfin Lied on Get Animate.
Wow. Patreon.com/getplayed.
I think Mario got played.
Yeah, Mario got played.
That was a HeadGum podcast.
I'm Tig Notaro.
I'm Mae Martin.
And I'm Fortune Feemster. And together, we're handsome.
What is handsome? Well, it's a state of mind. It's how you feel. It's whatever you want it to be.
Handsome is also a podcast hosted by us, 3 stand-up comedians you may have seen on your TV.
We swap stories, share life updates, and occasionally laugh until we cry. Every episode, we answer a question from a celebrity friend. People like
Sarah Silverman.
It's Stephen Colbert.
It's Reese Witherspoon.
My name is Mindy Kaling.
Hello, Handsome Podcast. It's Jen Aniston here.
You gorgeous devil, you.
So if you're looking for a positive, joyful show guaranteed to make you giggle, check out Handsome.
Jump right in with whatever episode tickles your fancy, or start from the very first episode.
Listen to Handsome on your favorite podcast app or watch full video episodes on YouTube. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday. And don't forget, keep it handsome.